And I have to say, I do like XG's lineup a lot. I feel like they've gone for this somewhat weird and slightly confusing lineup where they last picked the Slark, speaking of which, ends up finding first blood down bottom, takes down FY. I mean, yeah, this Tide could be in some trouble here. Kismet leaps in, and they will be able to find that Tide. FY also in some trouble, and it's going to be Lloyd who gets himself the double kill. Another extra couple agility here for the Slark. It's top X-Nova taking a bit of a beating, but he does have the double fairy fires. In fact, he's going to dive forward into double S here. Nice whip coming out by Clove, keeping X-Nova at bay. Another fairy fire at the ready, though, for this Phoenix. And you can see AME starting to man up now. He does have the treads. No boots yet on the Ringmaster, so he will just be run down by AME. Bangalore looking to come back in and find X-Nova, but X-Nova lives with a sliver of HP, and now he no longer has a swashbuckle. He's gonna die as well. Just a double kill here for AME. Quick and easy. Oh, FY might be in some trouble here. Gets found stacking as Kismet is looking for his next Essence Shift stack. There is a Puck Illusory Orb coming through, but won't jaunt in, won't take the kill. Just leave it to the Slark. Oh, but while the Slark is 200 gold away in the top lane, they found a much bigger kill. It is going to be the Terrorblade here. Taking down no mana to his name. The egg gets popped, and now Butterfly Effect comes in. Coils out onto the Phoenix. They're going to find a second kill here as well. Maybe even the Tide Hunter and the Shaman here. There's the Pango. Catches out the Tide. Those are the bounces coming in from the Rolling Thunder. Oh, and a pause. XXS disconnecting from the game. And FY gets hit by the Swashbuckle. Not slowed by the lucky shot, though. He's trying to walk away, get himself denied to the neutrals, and he will succeed. Butterfly Effect didn't have a spell, so at least one of those kills will be taken away. Oh, nothing to say. Down bottom finds XXS. Sorry, excuse me, not XXS. SS on the Pangolier. XXS is on here. The Tide Hunter is surrounded by the Puck and the Slark and the Venom, and he is just gonna die. I mean, such a hard game to play for the Tide, right? Like, you're playing into a Venomancer, you're playing into a Slark, can't dispel Essence Shift, can't really deal with the Dream Coil unless you... Butterfly Effect, looking for the 18-minute power rule here, actually blinks right into the Slather and the Phoenix. Coil dropped on the Phoenix. Phoenix drops the egg though, and Clove, he went incredibly out of position to find that kill. Not the Sage just bashing his head in, but there comes the Noxious Plague out onto the Slather, doing all the work it can. The Corona, the Ebola, all the viruses combined, and they're gonna find the Phoenix as, okay, somehow Aurora actually winning this fight. Despite the Puck dying, it's the Ringmaster who ends up surviving, surprisingly enough. That is incredible. Phoenix has got the Solar Crest. Oh, mid lane, they've got out nothing to say again on the Slather, the Wheel of Wonder, the Dream Coil, and the Rolling Thunder all committed. So a lot of ultimates used to find this kill. Perhaps an opening here for XG to try and make a move. Anyway, Venom's back here for round 2. Shield Rune actually being baited here by Kiss. He stands on it with a silver edge and just takes down the Phoenix. Quick and easy, another stack of the Essence Shift going the way of the Slark. Kismet, he wants to do something here, but Tide and the TV are not alone. Gonna try and get away, but there was a ward there. Instant X coming in from FY, and he's gonna get caught. The Slark thought he might have got XG by surprise, but... Uh-oh, AME, he's farming here, but they're going to go for the Phoenix first instead. Take out the backline, make sure there is no egg, but that Ravage! Oh, beautifully played by XXS. Wait for the Dark Pack to come through. And that's going to be the death of the Slark. The Dream Coil is going to be dropped here, but the Puck, he's got no follow-up for this whatsoever. He's alone. He's taken out here, XG. Make sure they protect their position 4 and the position 5. Still lives to tell the tale. Go in, but this is an AME Terrorblade he's fighting into with a Guardian of Butterfly, so you're not really going to be finding that kill that easily. There's the throne completely exposed. Nice crush coming in from Nothing to Say. There's the egg along with the Ravage. A picture-perfect way to close out the game for XG as they take down the slug without the buyback. The Pangolier is dead as well. They got out the puck, and that should be the game. GG gets called. XG, they take game number 1. I wonder if Butterfly Effect will just choose to max out the... Oh, God. Oh, goodness gracious. No way. Nothing to say. Goodbye. See you later. Who even needs to hit the Aether Remnant? Lloyd will just pick up... Nothing to say and toss him back into it. Butterfly Effect gets first blood. Lloyd even tosses a blood grenade just to establish dominance. Hits the air with it. It was just given to him for free by Valve after they took away his cauterize. And, well, Butterfly Effect looks like he's going to be taking away Nothing to Say's life. Nothing to Say dropping very, very low here. Doesn't try and turn around and fight. Instead, Butterfly Effect will just be able to get the kill again. Oh, down bottom, X-Nova dropping a little low. Double S will be able to find the kill. The Batright able to pick that one up. No, Lloyd not pinned to the tree. It's gonna be fine and Nothing to Say. Oh no, not again. He will find the kill this time around and he will live. Huskar finally getting his revenge. No cauterize, no problem, and that's a big kill going his way. That's actually going to make sure he's ahead in levels compared to the co-op. So those 2 early kills, their impact has now been completely negated as they will find the Rubik up top. It's X who went for the Sob of Frost when he could have just gotten himself the boots. Nothing to Say though, in the mid lane this time around will be falling again as Clove rotates in on the Void Spirit. To simulate there, protecting the Void Spirit for a bit, and they get the Batrider down bottom. So a 1-for-1 trade, but... Uh-oh, Kismet. In some trouble here. X-Nova arrives on the Disruptor. And while he dodges out the spear damage, he can't do anything about the stun. Perfect setup for XXS. So he's getting super close to the level 6 here on the Mars. Phase boots, I wouldn't personally go for that myself, but I can see why he wanted to do that this game. There are quite a few ranged heroes he's playing into. The TA, the Co-op, the Rubik, as Clove. Well, he's going to be a victim of the smoke as he breaks it. They were on their way en route mid lane to kill the co-op, but, well, it does mean that the co-op kills the Huskar, but there comes XXS, ready to remedy the situation, ready to atone for Nothing to Say's sins, as FY is the one who finds himself the double kill, the IO of all people, picking up the Ancients, but I don't think XG are going to give this to them, and in fact... Clove, well, he does have a Zoe ward here, so they're going to try and take this fight. X-Nova, yeah, he's got the IO behind him, but he's no strength hero. He's just a poor old disruptor, so he will fall. Primal Spring, which is not that long of a cooldown. Clove might be in some trouble here. AME leaps in for the rune. It's going to be a regen rune here for him. The Boundless Strike catches out Clove, still low level 6 on the Void Spirit, and he will fall. FY once again picking up that kill, getting so many kills on an IO of all heroes. But he will leave this one here for AME, so AME will take away so much map space from your team, makes it incredibly hard to fight, and you've got an IO and a Mars as well, right? And well, speaking of which, look at that, that's the IO in action here. That's why it's so difficult to play into this hero and why he was the first ban most of the time in the earlier days of Dota. So, FY on a mega kill. As he will relocate the Huskar out, and well, they are waiting for him up top. Rodney will be able to find themselves at least a little something here. They find the Huskar, and they're gonna get this huge streak on the IO, as Lloyd steals the tether on the Rubik. Interesting. Very interesting. Damage item through the mid-game, as XXS up top, in some trouble. He's gonna be found. Finally, it seems like Raw Esports, slowly but surely, getting some control back of this game, as... Butterfly Effect, he is, so I'm not too sure what they're thinking here. Oh, and up top, they found the TA Kiss within some trouble. Yes, X-Nova got the glimpse, and they will find the kill. The IO is here, along with AME. Okay, relocate coming in, down bottom. They're going to bring over the Disruptor, okay, of all heroes, to find that kill. X-Nova gets it with the Thunder Strike. Oh, AME up top blinks into some trouble here as he tries to get the Wukong's command off, but too little too late. Static Storm also dropped by X-Nova, but that Sonic Wave came through, so AME ends up falling. Uh-oh, down bottom. Double S might be in some trouble. Spear's gonna connect, and that Firefly does not protect you from getting speared to cliffs and trees, so they will find Double S here. AME gets the kill. As Kismet, I'm not too sure what he was trying to do there. AME, he might be able to find the skill, jump onto a tree and maybe onto the TA, but okay, he doesn't decide. X-Nova spots out the TA. There is the dust. Glimpseback is going to be there, and they're going to drop the Static Storm. Just make sure they can find the skill, as that's a cute little play. He does cut the tree of AME, but AME doesn't really need to do the damage. FY is the one who gets the kill. Oh, and down bottom, they found the Batrider again. XXS has nothing to say, able to pick that one up rather easily. Butterfly Effect doesn't decide to go for that play. As there's a Sonic Wave coming in, Blink and Scream as well, and they get the kill onto the Huskar. XXS spear directly into the arena, and they get the arena themselves. Lloyd steals it, tries to protect his cores in the meantime, but despite this Venn diagram, it seems like it's going to be XG who come out on top. They find the Queen of Pain, they find the Void Spirit, and they're going to find Lloyd as well on the Rubik. AME gets the kill, no problem whatsoever for the Monkey King. Oh, Butterfly Effect, that's a weird blink-in coming in from him. He does not respect the presence of the Monkey King and gets punished instantly. XXS blinks in, gets the spear off. And now glimpses back onto the Batrider. The Queen of Pain, not only is she responsible for her death, but that death as well, as FY finds another and another coming in from XXS thanks to the spear. As Lloyd, yeah, sure, you can steal the boundless strike, buddy, but I don't think that's changing the outcome of this little skirmish. They will find the Rubik as well. I mean, Clove, are you just going to commit the arena for this XXS? You do have one coming back up soon. Spear's going to be there, but XXS is alone. Just goes in, trying to mess with Clove, and Clove will miss the Aether Remnant. Oh! Down bottom, Lloyd gets caught out, and they don't need the help of any other core. It's just going to be FY and XXS themselves doing it. I've got more than enough damage between the two of them to get that Rubik. Although in the dire triangle, Butterfly Effect glimpses back into the Static Storm. He was 100 gold away from the BKB, and now he's going to be set further away as AME finds that kill. And now FY also looking for more. As XXS, he's the one who skewers Kismet over to the trees. Blink dagger coming up in a few seconds. Can the TA blink out? Refraction pops, but that's okay. The blink was there. However, AME with the tree dance can perpetually chase any target. It's XXS who gets that kill. The BKB now done for the Mars. Clove tried to farm, but XXS, he's not going to let him do so. Yule plus the spear perfectly skews the Void Spirit to the trees. Thunder Strike is there. No chance for Clove to get away. He's going to try and delay the inevitable, pop the Yules, pop the Astral Step, but doesn't make a damn difference. He will still die. I mean, maybe Lloyd can find a lift if he's in range, but I don't think that's going to happen as, oh no, the TA she blinked forward. She is so dead. AME, he's here. He's going to do the damage. Boundless Strike to finish them off. Nothing to say coming in, trying to scout the backlines, maybe see if there's anyone here, but no, they just abandoned their TA the moment she made that blink. Oh, okay, well, they're going to make their move on to Nothing to Say. There's the Hex coming in from XXX. He will just commit the arena for the Void Spirit, and they'll be able to find that kill, but the Static Storm onto the Queen of Pain, that's the real meat on the bone. The Queen of Pain is supposed to buy back. As it's a 4v1 for the time being. Remember, we said that they don't have buybacks on any of their cores. Only the Queen of Pain just managed to get one, and well, they might find AME. Okay, that's a start. They take down the Monkey King, and the TA can do the damage to find the rest of these kills. Nothing to say. He doesn't really have a lot of armor, just an armlet to work with. As XXS blinks in, tries to deal with Kismet, but not going to be so fortunate. They will still lose their core. BKB TP out. Courtesy, or rather credit over to Nightfall. FY, well, he will die. And Roar, they will hold on to their base. Credit where credit is due, but for how long? That's the question. You're playing against Mega Creeps, and you don't really have the best heroes to defend. You're gonna need someone to build a Mjolnir if you see him underneath the trap. And now Xnova also revealed as XXS goes in, spear a little bit off the mark. BKB popped by Butterfly Effect though. Oh, I don't think that's the button he wanted to press. He's still all the way in the backline, so that BKB does fuck all as the Huskar dies. Buyback coming in from Clove as he dies. And AME, he doesn't care. He might not have a teammate, but he says, well, nothing to say, you just died a million times. What good are you anyway? But Butterfly Effect, a huge whip on the Sonic Wave. In the meantime, the arena controls up the TA as the Wukong's command gets dropped, surrounds the Ancient. They will be able to find the Rubik. The Void Spirit's going to have a dieback. It's going to be Void Spirit dead for 60 seconds. He has Butterfly Effect, blinks out after finding the Disruptor. Kiss with Hex, stop though, the TA. She does have buyback, and she's probably going to have to use it here. Zabe finds himself a double kill. Jingu Mastery up, and he's healing back up. There's the IO coming in with the mech and the Holy Locket, keeping that Monkey King alive. Kismet buying back into this one, but he's lost his core. His mid laner is gone. And AME, he's still got the Jingu going. Another Boundless Strike will heal him back up, but there's a Lotus coming in from FY. He will keep the Monkey King alive. The Tether is there. The heals are there. And AME will live. That should be the game here for Roar Esports. XG, they'll take the series 2-0, and they're going to move on to the grand finals of the Blast Slam 7 China qualifier.